Alright, the video performances you sent sounded good, looked good. So now let's start with moving along with the single note stuff. So this was the chord strumming rhythm that you've been working on. So you got everything is going like eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, well, yeah, so like eighth notes, then quarter note, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, quarter note. Oh, too many there. Yeah, you can just over and over and over again. So there is pattern going on here. These notes, it's basically doing an A minor arpeggio. So you can also think of it this way. That's the chord shape that's being used here. And then what you're going to do is go from this A minor shape down to a G major shape. And then you go back to the A minor one. And then you're just going to start climbing down the scale. Okay, so I'm going to do the demo speeds of 60, 100, 140, and 180. And something to keep in mind, if you can't get this to 180 or any of the stuff up to 180, that's fine. That's just the top speed I don't want you to go past right now. But if let's say you get to like 155 and that seems to be where your limit is for that particular exercise for that week, that's fine. Having that kind of feedback, knowing how far you could get and make it sound good, that gives, again, me feedback on what I need to do to help you keep progressing there. So instead of like trying to stick with the same thing for a long time, just get it the best you can, and then each week it's time to show the progress you did, and then we take it from there. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, with the single note stuff, not a big deal, or not needed. What's not needed is to count out loud as you go with this one, but in case you need to figure out the rhythm, you got the skills to read the rhythm and understand how you space it out. The chord progression coming up next, we will be counting that one. Alright, here we go. At 100 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. .140, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, number 2. So this one is polyrhythmic. So basically a 3x2 polyrhythm. So we have 1 beat, 2 beats, 3 beats there. So 1, 2, and 3. And then, so there's our 3 in the 3x2 polyrhythm. And then we have 2 chords, which are evenly spaced across those 3 beats. So there's the 2 in the polyrhythm. So that continues throughout. So every 3 beats, we got the 2 chords spaced out there. So 3 beats there, 2 chords, and then this is the last time it happens. 3 beats with 2 chords. So if I was to repeat the pattern, it would look like it does in bar number 1 again. So to not start the pattern and then start it again, so in other words, instead of having this rhythm in bar 4 again and then playing it again in bar 1, we'll just do something different here. So straight strumming on chords, bit of fast changes there. I thought that'd be a good thing to throw in. So this one, I am going to be counting in the slower speeds, like the 60 and 100. And when you have something like this where you got a lot of spaces happening, if you feel it's helpful to say more than what you play on something like this, there's some benefit to that. Like if you were playing something that had like all upstrokes, everything's an upbeat, everything's an upstroke, and all you did was like say "and" out loud, it would be very difficult to follow each beat number. Like it's easy to get lost. Or let's say you have like you strum here, but then the next time you strum is like on beat 3 over here. So instead of just counting 1 and then waiting to say 3, you might want to count, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and just like emphasize the part of the beat that you're playing on. So obviously that's not what's written here. I'm just saying that as an example. So usually, like for the chord stuff we have been doing, yeah, you just say only the part that you play. But this here I could see as an exception to that rule, just so you don't get lost in all the upbeats and whatnot. So, but I'm just going to be saying the part that you play. Alright, here we go. So same thing, 60, 100, 140, and 180 for the demo speeds. Alright, and chord progression, let's talk about that too here. So it's not, I don't think, too nutty. So like the first bar, you start that power chord, add a finger, take it away, and then the next bar you get your C5 chord, replace that pinky with the middle finger, and then go back to the C5 chord again. And then like a fairly simple transition going down there. That might be a little bit tricky when you get faster, but then the next part, you just gotta move the hand. It's all power chords at that point. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and another way I'm looking at this, or think about this, is the strumming pattern. So you're gonna go, so you start with your downstroke, and then you go miss it on the way up, you miss it down, and then you hit it on the upstroke again. So you got strum, miss, miss, strum, miss, miss, strum, miss, miss, strum, miss, miss. So this way, and this really ties into the, if you keep the hand moving, it helps so much with being locked into the whole rhythmic structure of everything. So we can start going fast. Instead of trying to do it like this, you just keep the hand going like that. It makes it a lot easier to lock into this strumming pattern. Alright, 100 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we have it. 2 new things. So if you have any questions at all for the next lesson, let me know. And I'll see you again on Friday.